to the drag strip. If you didn't watch the last video of the updates I've done to the car, go check that out, see what we did. Pretty much we just cut the radiator support so we can take the air filter off the turbo, and we're going to shift at a higher RPM so it doesn't drop down to like 5200 after a shift. And we're just going to try some different stuff out. We're going to try anti-lag off the line and see if that helps. So catch you when we get there. Alright guys, we're going up for first test hit. We'll see what it does. We took the air filter off, set tire pressure to 20, rev limiter's at 60, or rev shift lights at 6200. So we're shifting a lot higher than we did before. Hopefully it doesn't drop down to 5200 like it did last time. So let's go see. Alright guys, so that felt pretty good. We'll see what it did. I'm going to have to test the anti-lag. It didn't feel quite right, but we'll go check it out, see what it does. 11.78. Heck yeah. So we're in the 11.7s again at 120. We're going to look back at the video. I'm sure you guys already saw what boost it made. We pulled off the air filter, so I'm not sure if that upped the boost or anything like that, but it felt pretty good. Alright guys, so looking at the data log, it's kind of hard to see. Green right there is air fuel ratio. Yellow is boost, red is RPM. The max boost was 15 pounds, and it kind of spiked right there. You can kind of see air fuel ratio. It's 11.5-ish all the way until it gets to about there, and you can see it's at the top of the RPM range. If you can see the red there, and it also does it right there. That is because we've never actually learned the fuel table in that area, because we've never actually spun it up that high. So we're going to go into the fuel table, pull some fuel out of there, and we'll make another pass and see what it does. Alright guys, here we go. We turned the timing on the two-step down a little bit so it doesn't pull as much timing initially. We mess with the fuel table, and we'll see what it does. Alright guys, so it ran pretty good. It popped at the end again. I'm not sure if you can hear that. It popped at the end. Still kind of short shifted it a little bit, but it feels super strong on top end. Shifting at about 61 to 6200. Let's see. Turn off my data log and then we'll look at that. I gotta figure out what's making that pop at the end. I don't want it to hurt anything. So we'll look at AFR ratios, air fuel ratios at the on the data log. 1187 at 121 with a 19460 foot. So we're gonna get back on the laptop, check the data log, see how air fuel ratios are, and check on that popping, and we'll go for another pass. Alright guys, so we're going up for our second run. I tweaked the fueling up top again because it was going a little rich still. We took some of the timing out of the launch retard, or the anti-lag, because it wasn't getting up to 3,000 RPMs fast or really at all before we launched. So we're gonna see what that does. Alright guys, here we go. See what it does. That was a pretty good pass. We'll see what it ran. I think it probably 11.7s. Felt really good. Right lane 11.67 at 124, 190/60 foot. We're gonna go look at the logs and see if we were on rev limiter, and maybe turn up to 3,100 RPMs, see what it does then. So that was a pretty good pass. 11.67, that's the fastest pass this car's ever made at 124. So we're getting close to our street tire mile an hour. We're at the 1180 pass. So we passed that, so doing good. Alright, catch up with you in a second. Alright guys, so we tweaked the fueling a little bit. We're going to launch at 3,100 RPMs instead of 3,000, and we'll see what happens. So we're at 11.67 that last pass, which is really good. I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll go up there, see what happens. Alright guys, so we're heading up now. We raised the launch RPM to 3,100. I'm going to try to get on the two-step sooner, or the anti-lag sooner, so it builds boost. Because on the logs, it's still building boost whenever, even when I launch, so I'm not on it soon enough to build enough. And we're launching 3,100 and see what happens. So we did push through the beams. I was right. 11:01 with a negative 0.5. I don't know if that's right. 11:01 at 121. That's crazy. If it actually went that. I don't know if it did. I'm not sure what it ran, but last pass I think was more of a fluke with the timing system. It's at around like 11.0 something, which I mean, I guess we'll find out now. I have a 189/60 foot 1199 at 117. So it slowed down. We'll have to see where I shifted at. I don't think I shifted early. Nothing seems broken, so we'll look at the data logs and see what it did. We adjusted the fueling a little bit. We're going to try to launch it, build a little more boost off the line, and see what it does. I felt like it made a lot of boost off the line. We'll see what the 60 foot was. It's got to be pretty good. 1184 at 120 with a 204 60 foot. So did pretty good, I think. We're going to hit the road, and we're going back in one piece, so that's always a plus.